It's so hot.
I just wanted to point this out. This is our native southeast blue vervain, and this is part of the country. It grows from here through Brazil to Brazil. And it's Verbena brasilianus, and use it for everything that you would use blue vervain for. I use it totally interchangeably. But you could already look, if you're familiar with hostada, you can look at this and already tell this is more dry and not as moist.
Are those only flowers here?
This is the flowers. So it's not super showy. And so it can just be growing almost anywhere, and you don't notice it because it's not showy like the hostada. It doesn't bush out. This is about as big as a bush gets.
It's called verbena what?
Brasilianus, and I don't even ask me how to spell that. But if you look it up, Brazil, you know.
Do you use the leaves or the flowers?
I use anything above the ground. Stem, leaves, flowers, anything above the ground. Did anybody have blue vervain?
I think Heather has it.
Okay. All right. So I'll just mention a few things. It's lymphatic. It's bitter. It'll move bile. It'll move liver, gallbladder. It's digestive aid. It's a nervine. It relaxes you, helps you go to sleep. My favorite use of it is to lower blood pressure, though. It'll lower blood pressure that moment. It's amazing. And pulmonary hypertension, which can be really hard to treat. I've had people do a little blue vervain tea every day for 2 months. It'd be totally gone and it never came back.
Pulmonary what?
Hypertension.
Pulmonary
Because
hypertension.
it is really hard to treat. It's blood pressure's on it.
Yeah, it just like, it's every day, get that, it's really good for stress. Native Americans use this as a journeying herb. They would drink large amounts of the bitter tea and then have dreams and journey into spiritual realms and do their spiritual work. So it's also considered an herb of protection on a spiritual level. And blue vervain growing on your property it's very protective. It's one of those protective plants that's supposed to keep negative energy and bad juju out of your house. Right, it is. And so I'll let Heather, when she does her report, fill you in on all of its many uses. This is one plant I would not be without. It's in my top 10.
There's, Lindsay Wilson was talking about its doctrinal signatures of being like very good for type A rigid people.
Yeah, that's a Matthew Wood's
Oh,
use. I'm going to say Matthew Wood because he was the first person I know 20 years ago that came out with it.
Yeah.
For a person with rigid personality, that were stubborn, really stiff neck. But I look at these doctrinal signatures and I get lungs, the alveoli, and I get lymph.
Oh, yeah, it does look like the alveoli.
It doesn't look like alveoli,
it
and this
does.
is excellent for respiratory. I use it a lot for respiratory. Good for asthma. If it's working for pulmonary hypertension, there's a respiratory effect right off, and there's a heart effect. Okay? It's very relaxing. Strengthens the heart. But I can also look at it and I can see kidneys. I can look at it, the signature, and I can see lymph. You can see all those noddy kind of, if you turn this upside down, it looks like just like the alveoli. Whoops, I just broke that one. I better take it.
I like the stars on the end too.
Yeah.
See how that's really relaxing and just kind of dreaming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to break
It's
it.
like keys for being you.
Yeah,
Aren't they pretty? They're so
they
pretty.
really are. And I like this one especially because it's not like showy like the other verbenas. It's like all the other verbenas are like, look at me, I'm so like amazing, beautiful, showy, and this one's like, I'm just getting the real work done. I'm just here, I'm just doing it.
We have the teeny tiny that I saw growing on our property this year. It's the little bitty like the hoary.
Yes.
And will it have the same properties?
Yes, not as strong, but we have some of that grows here too. And is yours this color or pink?
It's like a pinkish,
Pinkish.
purple.
Yeah, we have that one
and
too.
it's just, just like 6 inches tall.
Yes, and that one grows from here all the way to Brazil too.
So when you're treating people with pulmonary hypertension, are they still taking their antihypertensives, or how are you integrating them, Phyllis? Because I'm thinking
Yes.
that just pulling them right off their
No, I
antihypertensives
ask
is
them
not
to
a good
wean
idea.
off.
Just wean off.
Like,
Okay.
take a couple of months to wean off, like every other day or half a dose a day.
So
Because
use
this
the-
really does work, and you're going to get a super additive effect if you do them both in that dose, and even like a quarter cup of this.
Are they like checking their blood pressure 2 or
Yes.
3 times a day and recording that and just kind of bringing that
I
back
do
to
ask
you
them
and
to
saying,
journal.
Okay.
And I ask them to show it to their doctors.
Yeah.
You know, also,
Yeah.
you know, this
Okay.
is, you know, this is something, because pulmonary hypertension is tricky,
Yeah, it is.
and it can be like low and then whoops.
So given
And
that-
it's the bottom number that whoops,
yeah,
that can shoot
the
up.
diastolic. So do you do that in conjunction with some lung stuff as well, or what?
Generally, I just do this in their medicine because I don't want to, like, I want to be aware of if they're on medicine, you know. And I've had several clients who were diagnosed with it and just went, I don't want to be on the medicine. I just want to do the
Yeah.
herbs. And we just start right on this.
Okay.